تذكر يوما كنت تعانق دمعة الفكر تناجي الله في صبر.
Today I will read a chapter from a book called Paradoxical Sajid. I translated it in English and I think it's a great message. We should spread it. So I am reading a chapter called If Allah is Merciful, Then Why Jahannam? So let's start. So this story, the narrator is Arif and there are two characters main in this story. One is Devjit, who is an atheist, and the second one is Sajid, who was Muslim then became atheist, and then meaning now he is Muslim. So Devjit is one who influenced him to become atheist. Now he is disappointed that Sajid again became Muslim. So they sometimes get into some heat conversation. Heat here I means interesting. So let's start. Sajid, Allah is kind or cruel? Devjit the mean brother, Devjit asked Sajid while he was taking a sip from the teacup. Misbah, my friend, was with me. He replied, strange, why Allah have to be cruel? He is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, most kind. Devjidda looked at him, then said, Misbah, if the Creator is kind, then why He created hell to punish His creation? I mean, why He made Jahannam? Misbah instantly replied, what kind of question is this? Devjidda, if anyone doesn't follow the commandment of Allah and then if he get punishment, that doesn't prove Allah is cruel. Devjidda wasn't satisfied by Misbah's answer. He was going to question Misbah back. At that moment, Sajid said, Devjidda, did you read today's newspaper? Devjidda said, no, why? There is a news. What news? Sajid gave the newspaper to Devjidda. In the first page, there is a news headline with big size alphabets that a 9-year-old girl was gang raped by 5 rapists. The summary of the news was, in a place, a 9-year-old girl was gang raped while she was returning from school. The girl thrown into the crops field after she was raped. The girl condition was so bad, not only raped but also she was cut with blade in different part of her body. She lost huge amount of blood and she is now in coma. The villagers caught them and handed them over to the police. Girl's father is the member, meaning he is a head of the village. People go and share their problem and he tried to solve. So the girl father is member of the village. They did this because they had some issue with her father. Yesterday it happened, there is a photo of the girl, so adorable. Devjidda is a very soft-hearted man. After reading the news, he became sad and started cursing those 5 rapists. Sajid put the newspaper inside his bag and said, assume those 5 standing into the court and you are the judge. You got all the proof against them. Now what punishment will you give them? Devjidda angrily replied, punishment? I will give them that sentence. Sajid replied, really? Yes, definitely. I will hang them and then throw their dead body in front of hungry dog, then I will be satisfied. His face became red and I never saw him that much angry before. Sajid gave him a glass of water. He drank the water but he is still looking very angry. Sajid said that the one Devjidda I know, he is not cruel. He was kind, forgiving and big-hearted man. I was surprised that he also can think about giving order to kill people. Devjidda looked at Sajid confusingly and said, why Sajid? I am kind, that true, but that doesn't mean that I will stay quiet watching wrong or injustice. I have kind in my character criteria, but I am also a justice when I judge. I will not tolerate injustice. You are the judge. You can forgive them if you want, Sajid said. Yeah, I can, but that will be injustice to the innocent little girl. It will be injustice. I can't do that. So, should I think that you are cruel, not loving, cold-hearted man? Devjidda angrily replied, what? Do you lost your mind? 5 people committed crime and if I am the judge and I'll punish them for their crime, that's normal. Being a judge, I have to do justice. That doesn't mean that I'm cruel. Sajid said, sorry dada, sorry brother, for making you angry. You are a good man. Our Creator Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is kind, forgiving, and He Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is also justice when it's come to judging. He won't do a bit of injustice with anyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us and all He gave us some rules. If some obey the rule, Allah will give them Jannat. Imagine one team doesn't do any bad or wrong and obey Allah, fearing Allah and to get close to Allah. Allah will give them Jannat, and the other team do all kind of bad things and disobey our Creator, and Allah forgive them and send them to Jannat with the first team. Will it be justice? It will be cheating with the first team, and it will also mean you are fine with the wrong and injustice that they did, and you are supporting what they did, and you are in their favor, what they done. You won't forgive those 5 rapists for what they done. Allah also won't. Devjitda was quiet. Sajid said again, this is the character criteria of Allah. He subhanahu wa ta'ala is kind and also just. Allah created Jannat and Jahannam, and our deeds will decide our position. There won't be any injustice, not even a one little bit. Devjitda said, I understand, but He subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of us and all things. He should be more merciful. He is different than us. Then His judgment should be different, and He knows everything that we will do wrong. We will go to hell. Then we do wrong, He will put us in the hell. This doesn't feel right. Sajid replied, Dada, Allah gave us free will and gave us a guidebook. Now it's your free will, and we decide whether we will walk in the path of our Lord Allah told us or not. If we follow His commandment, we will go to Jannah, and if we don't follow, we will be in Jahannam. We choose our own path by our own work. He knows what we do and what we will do and what in our heart. He knows everything, and He also have the knowledge of unseen. He knows everything. That's why He wrote everything as our taqdeer. Devjitda smiled and said, what do you wanna say? Some people will use their free will and choose Jahannam. Yes, strange, not a bit. Say logical. Imagine you fell from a ship and you are about to drown into the water. Now to save you, I throw a life jacket to you. Yes, so what? Now you have 2 options. Either you take the life jacket and save yourself, or you deny me and die. Now notice, I throw the life jacket to you. Now you take it and live, or deny it or die. It's up to you. Like it, Allah sent us life jacket, the Deen and the Quran, and also gave us free will. Now we will take it and go to Jannah, or deny it and go to Jahannam. It's depend on us. Devjitda was quiet. I think he got his answer. That's why He created Jahannam. He's kind. Devjitda paid our tea bill, and we were walking our way back at home. Devjitda said, if Allah is so kind, He can forgive if He wants. Sajid said, not only He is the most kind, He is also the most just judge. Devjitda stopped Sajid and said, I understand, with a sad face. Sajid smiled. We smiled watching Devjitda, and Devjitda started laughing watching us smiling.
وترجو رحمة تسري فعاش القلب إخلاصا وصرت تحوم كالطير تحلق في ثقافات وتنهل من ربى الخير.